Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, let's go ahead and continue where we left off. So this is my initial account screen, right? So in this session, I'll be able to share with you how to make a transaction, a payment to purchase a cryptocurrency on the Rain's platform. And I'm going to share with you the different methods for you to be able to purchase cryptocurrency if you want to use a credit card, if you want to use a debit card, if you want to do a bank transfer to your Rain account, and of course, what are the fees associated with each cryptocurrency that you'll be purchasing or making a trade of. All right. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so just to review here, here's what we have in my accounts, right? So each of those accounts reflects an account created on the blockchain network of each of those cryptocurrencies, right? Just remember, every cryptocurrency has its own blockchain network. Bitcoin has its own blockchain network. Ethereum has its own blockchain network. XRP, same thing. So what this means is I have an account on each of those blockchain networks, and these are the balances that I have in those accounts, right? So for the first one, for example, here, BTC, I've got 6 BD worth of BTC, which is about 0.0030396 balance of Bitcoin, right? So for example, XRP, I've got 97 XRP units or coins, which is Ripple, right? XRP refers to the Ripple blockchain, okay? So which is equivalent to, so 97 XRP is equal to 5.325 BHD amount, right? So when you want to look at, for example, the ratio, XRP's price today, let's see XRP price in terms of USD. So it's about 0.1483, so it's about $0.1483, right? Or 148 cents, right? Hello. So if you look at the actual ticker here, it will show you what is the XRP ratio in terms of the BHD. So that's LTC to BHD, and then that's LTC. Okay, we can actually see it right here. Okay, so let's say I want to be able to purchase a new cryptocurrency. So what I have to do is, so here are the prices, right? So here you've got XRP to USD. It's one XRP is equivalent to 0.1454 USD, right? So there's been a drop probably in the last 24 hours, about -2%. We all know that in the past 5 days, the entire cryptocurrency market, especially with Bitcoin, BTC, it dropped to about 35% in the past 5 days, which obviously makes it a viable option for you to consider to buying cryptocurrency if you choose to, right? So because the price is very low now, it becomes an opportunity for us to consider to buy and store it for a future savings or keep it as an investment option. Okay, so let's say I want to be able to buy. So I go down here and I click buy. This will take me to the buy page. And here I'll be able to choose what I want to buy exactly. So for example, I want to buy, if for example, I want to buy 500 BD worth of Bitcoin, which will be equivalent to 0.0021850, right? If I want to be able to purchase, for example, 2000 BD worth of Bitcoin, it's going to equivalent to 0.9714 BTC, which is almost 1 Bitcoin, right? So if I do like 2028, it's actually, okay, let's do 2030, which is BHD. That should be equal to 1 Bitcoin, almost 1 Bitcoin. Okay. So keep in mind that, let's say I want to be able to switch, so I want to do like 2 Bitcoins, and that will be equivalent to 4120 BHD, which means I have to have this balance, at least 4,120 BD in my account, which I showed you earlier, for me to be able to make that purchase of buying 2 Bitcoins, right? That's essentially what it means. So there's a monthly limit. Take a look at this. So they have a limit, a cap required. This is a regulation requirement by the central bank, which equivalent to 7,489 BD, which means on any given total number of transactions, it should not exceed this amount within that 1 month, right? So just be careful of that. If you want to do higher transaction rates, you can, and you can actually contact them. So it says here, please reach, this limit can be removed when you provide further information on your account. Please reach out to support at Rain.bh for more information about this, and you can give them your information and give them justification why you want to be able to purchase additional more than this amount, and once they approve you, they will remove this restriction from your account, right? Now here you have the payment options. You want to be able to pay with my BHD amount. Obviously I can't because I don't have enough sufficient funds in my account. If I want to, I have to go and deposit more funds into the account, or you can actually purchase with a MasterCard. Now keep in mind, in a MasterCard, and which is a credit card, it's much higher transaction fees, right? So here it gives you the total. Subtotal that I want to be able to purchase is 4,066 BD. The fee is 4%, right? So for using a MasterCard or any kind of credit card or Visa card, you'll be charged 4%, which is 162 BD on the transaction. So the total amount will be charged to your credit card will be 4,229, right? Obviously that's a very high amount. So if we keep it stuck to this, you'll get a much lower fee. So for example, if I keep it as the BHD amount, I'll get, if you look at this fee here, it's 61 BD as the transaction fee which they charge. So this is Rain's commission right here, right? This essentially is Rain's commission. So the fee is 1.5%, which is Rain's commission for making any kind of a trade, a buy or sell of any cryptocurrency that you want to be able to purchase, right? And here are some more information about the fees. So they charge a 1.5% transaction value for buys and sells. So it's very, by the way, this is one of the most competitive rates out there, even when you compare it to cryptocurrency exchanges in Europe and the US, and if it's funded with a bank account. A 4% for buys funded with a debit or a credit card. So if you're using a credit card or even a debit card, they will charge you a 4% transaction fee, as we saw earlier. And of course, the limits that we talked about earlier. And when do I receive my cryptocurrency? Once you confirm the buy, you will receive the cryptocurrency instantly in your account. You must have sufficient balance in your account before purchasing any cryptocurrency. You must have sufficient balance in your bank account. This is your Rain account, which is this account right here. This is the amount that you deposit from your local bank account and transfer it into your Rain account, which gives you the sufficient funds for you to be able to make the purchase of buying the cryptocurrency, right? Is that clear? Okay, perfect. So what else is there? So this is essentially how it works. Obviously, if you want to be able to buy a different cryptocurrency, you can. So you just go back here. And let's say I want to buy, for example, not Bitcoin, but I want to buy, let's say, Ether. So Ether is a different cryptocurrency with a different blockchain. So in this case, you want to buy Ether. So again, here's the conversion rate. For 1 Ether is equal to 44.221 BD. So if I want to buy, like, let's say 10 Ether units, I have to pay 448 BD, which means I have to have the 448 BD in my Rain account, in my balance, to be able to make that purchase. And the same thing applies, the same terms and conditions apply. This applies to any other of the cryptocurrencies out there, right? It depends on what you want to be able to buy, to purchase. And what happens here, you're paying with your BHD, your Rain account, and it's going to get deposited into equivalent of the token, cryptocurrency token, in this case Ethereum or Ether, into that blockchain for you to be able to gain it or to receive it. All right? Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions? Just you can leave a comment below, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Now, please keep in mind this applies to any of the GCC countries, which means if you live in any of the GCC countries, you'll be able to connect your bank account to the Rain account and be able to make deposits using either USD, or you'll be able to make deposits using the local currency. So for Emirates, UAE, you'll be able to deposit Emirates dirhams. If you're in Saudi Arabia, you'll be able to deposit using Saudi riyals into the Rain account, and so on, right? Depending on which country you're living in and where your bank account is being hosted, if it's only in one of those countries. All right, I'm going to stop right here, guys, and in the next session I'll talk more about the trading and selling of the cryptocurrency assets.